Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am doing a first impressions on the new Clinique foundation. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation Plus Concealer. I have heard a lot of things about this recently on YouTube and like blogs and stuff, and everyone has been really hyping it up and really liking it. So I did decide to try it out myself and see if I like it. I got it in the shade Golden Neutral and I got mine at Ulta. You guys can buy this at Ulta, Sephora, Clinique counters, and online. I'll put a link to it down below in the bottom bar, but you can get it in store at those places as well. It does have a pretty big color range. I believe there was 18 shades in the range, but I got it, like I said, in Golden Neutral, and it was $27. And this is actually the first foundation from Clinique that I'm ever trying. I've never tried a foundation from them before, so I'm excited to see. Reading on the back, I'll just tell you guys what the back kind of claims. It says that it is allergy tested and 100% fragrance free, and that it's a moderate to full coverage natural matte finish. So that seems like a foundation that I would really like because I do have sensitive skin, so I like to get fragrance-free foundations, and I do like matte but not like super matte finishes, and I like full coverage. So it kind of has everything that I like. So I have high hopes for it, but we will see throughout the day kind of how it wears. So I'm gonna apply it now. I'll show you guys how I apply it. It is about 10:23 a.m. in the morning, so I will apply this now and then I'll check in with you periodically throughout the day to kind of tell you guys my thoughts and how I'm liking it and how it's holding up. I do not have a primer on my skin. I did just moisturize my skin. I don't know, I just don't feel like using a primer today. I don't always use a primer, so we will see how it works out. The bottle is pretty big. I do like the packaging. It's definitely like, I think this is actually like glass. I don't know why I was trying to listen to it, but I think this is actually glass. It's a very nice packaging. I do like that, and this was what I thought was really cool. I've seen other people talk about it, but it kind of looks like a concealer like wand, but it's big. I really like that. You can like apply it to your face like that. I like that a lot. I think that's easier than a pump because then you don't have to put it on your finger, and then on your face you're just taking this and putting it right on your face. So I really, really like that. So let's just go ahead and apply. I don't really know how much of this to use. Ooh, it's thick. I wasn't expecting it to be this thick. Penelope's like barking downstairs. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. Okay, so I'm not sure if this color is right. It's looking a little yellow on me, but we will wear it throughout the day anyways. But yeah, it's definitely a more thicker consistency. I was like kind of thinking it was gonna be more liquidy. Now I'm just gonna go in with a dampened beauty blender and blend this all out. So far it's blending really easily with the beauty blender, so that is nice, even though it is so thick, because I find with like foundations that are super thick, a lot of times they don't blend out well, but I'm not having a problem with this one. It's blending nicely, although I don't think this color is right for me, so I'm probably gonna have to get a different color, but I will still wear it throughout the day for you guys. So this is what it looks like when it is all blended out. It definitely is the wrong color. I don't necessarily think it's too dark. I think it just is the wrong like tone. It's pulling very yellow on my skin. So I am gonna try and go and exchange it for something that matches me a bit better. But aside from the color, I liked everything else. I did think it was more thick than I thought it was gonna be. For some reason I thought it was gonna be a more liquidy foundation, and it was not. I don't wanna say it's as thick as like the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, but it's pretty thick, but it blended out really, really nice, and it doesn't feel thick and cakey on my skin, which is really what's most important. So, so far I really like it. I do think the coverage is really good as well. I do have a pimple right here, and you guys like can't even really see it, and I don't have any concealer or anything else on. So we will just see throughout the day kind of how it wears, how it lasts, and if it like oxidizes a lot on my skin and whatnot. But so far it is looking pretty good, and I do really like it. So yeah, and it's also not really settling into any of my fine lines. Because I have like smile lines, it's not really settling into them, and most times foundations at this point have like already settled into them. So yeah, I will just wear it throughout the day. It's about 10:30 now, so like I said, I will check in with you guys later this afternoon and then once again tonight to let you guys know how it wore throughout the day and give you my final thoughts on it. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright you guys, so I am back with my first check-in, and it is now 3:41, if you guys can see that in the afternoon. So I have been wearing this foundation for quite a few hours already, and so far I still really do like it. I have been running around all day with doing errands and stuff, like a chicken with my head cut off. So I don't have like a lot of makeup on. I did very minimal makeup today, and it's actually raining outside, and I didn't have an umbrella when I was doing all my errands, so this foundation has been holding up really well. It's been through rain, it's been through like me going to the food store and the post office and a whole bunch of different places. So far I really like it as much as I did when I first applied it. It's very full coverage. It's not settling into my fine lines. I have not found that it's oxidized either, although I did find when I put like my powder and my concealer and stuff on, it really does match my neck like pretty well now. So I think this might be an okay color for me. I might not have to exchange it, which I was happy about as well. So far I still really like it. It's holding up well. I feel like it's just as full coverage as it was when I first applied it, so I do really like that. I am gonna go to the gym later tonight. I normally go to the gym first thing in the morning and I don't really wear any makeup, but I couldn't go this morning, so I'm gonna go later tonight. So we will really see the test, you know, if it can hold up through like me sweating at the gym and stuff. So I will check in with you guys after I get back from the gym and have eaten dinner and everything at the end of the night to give you my final thoughts. Alright you guys, so it is currently 8:56 and I am back with my final check-in for you guys. I just got home from the gym and I'm about to jump in the shower, but I wanted to show you guys the end of the day makeup look. I have been wearing this foundation for a long time now and I've kind of gotten the chance to gather all of my thoughts about it, and I really do like this foundation. It definitely does get 2 thumbs up from me. I think that it's a really, really great foundation. It does make me want to go and try like more Clinique foundations because like I said, this is the first one from Clinique that I've ever tried and I think that it's great. The only issues that I had with it definitely did throughout the day settle into my smile lines. It kind of happens with every foundation. I've never really found a foundation that doesn't settle into it after a while, but this one definitely took a long time because when I checked in with you guys around like 3 or 4 o'clock, it wasn't as bad as it was now, where most times my foundation at that point would have already totally have settled in there. So it did eventually do that. That's not that bad. It did wear off a little bit around my nose and like mouth and chin area just because I ate, I went to the gym, and I was blowing my nose a lot today because my allergies were really bad. But besides that, I mean, I feel like everywhere else, like on my cheeks and stuff, it still looks like super full coverage. It still looks really good. I didn't really find that it oxidized or changed too much in color throughout the day. It hasn't like irritated my skin or anything at all, at least as far as I can tell. And yeah, I mean, I am actually just really, really impressed with it. And I didn't even use a primer with this. So I can only imagine if I do end up pairing this, you know, on a super full coverage day with like a primer or something, I think that it'll work really, really well. So I have really nothing to say about it. The only thing I would say is that it does say on the back here and on the package that it is a natural matte finish. To me, that kind of made me think like it wasn't going to be a super matte finish, but I think this foundation is pretty matte. Like, I don't think that it's any less matte than a foundation that says like a completely matte finish, if that kind of makes sense. So if you're looking for a foundation that's more of like a dewy, luminous, natural finish that's not matte, this wouldn't be the foundation for you, because I definitely do think it's just a regular matte finish. They should have just wrote matte instead of natural matte. Aside from that, I do really like it. I do have dry skin and it didn't dry out my skin, because sometimes like mattifying super matte foundations can make my skin just look super dry and cakey, and I didn't find that with this. I think that's my favorite part about this foundation, is that it is super full coverage. It gives you this flawless look, and it is a thicker consistency foundation, but it still feels breathable on my skin, and I don't feel like I'm wearing a mask, if that kind of makes sense. So I do really like it for that. So like I said, for me with the dry skin, definitely worked really, really well. Another beauty guru that I watch, Casey Holmes, or It's Blondie, I watch her all the time, and she was actually the first person that I saw talk about this and do a review, and she has super, super oily skin, and she really liked it, and it worked well for her as well. So it should work for everyone with all different types of skin, and it also, like I said, they do have a big color range, so there should be a color for you. I believe there was like 17 or 18 different shades. Although I do think I am going to stick with the golden neutral, and it will match me as we get more into the summer, and I do get a little bit more tan. But overall, I do think it's worth the money. I think it's a great foundation. It's not that expensive, not too expensive for high end. Like I said, you know, it's not like it's $40 or anything like that. So I would suggest that you pick this up if you're interested in trying out a new foundation, one that's more full coverage. And I absolutely love, number one thing that I love about this still is the applicator. I just think this is such a good idea. I think we're probably going to see more foundations coming out with applicators like that, because I love concealers that have applicators like that, and I love that this has applicators like that. The only thing is that you do definitely have to like stick it into the bottle more often, because not that much product really comes off, but that's fine to me. It doesn't really matter because I'm not getting my hands all dirty by pumping it onto my hand or anything. So I really like it. I really don't have anything bad to say. So definitely 2 thumbs up from me. Good job to Clinique on this foundation. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want me to do more first impressions, then just give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you guys want a first impressions on, and I will go out and buy it and do it for you guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!